Mom. Dad. Juliet.
No.
Nui.
New.
No, no. Can it?
Hello, everybody,
What up?
and welcome back. I hope you guys liked the new intro, and I would recommend sticking around at the end of the episode for a beautiful serenade from our daughter, Juliet.
Big fucking dose of cuteness right in there.
Holy cute. Neve, how are you doing?
I'm fabulous.
Good, yeah, me too. I'm doing pretty good myself.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was... Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I had the best week in the books, but I can't complain at all.
Well, I mean, no, but our week starts on Thursday, right? So we had a pretty good weekend.
Oh, right. Psh, sorry. 1 sec here. Yeah, my week was I had a pretty wild week.
We had a really fun weekend.
So okay, Friday what happened? That's the only thing I can't really remember was
We did something I went to Kate's Park with Rachel and the girls.
Rachel
we had
and the
a
girls,
day,
right?
yeah.
You guys had a girls' day. Yeah, me and Jay came home. She was pretty goosed.
Yeah.
She threw up, but yeah, poor thing. She keeps going, too much food, and then throws up. And I'm sitting there being like, what?
She just hasn't learned to regulate how much she eats. So if she eats something and she likes it, she just
keeps
eats,
eating it.
keeps
Yeah.
eating. I think that's what it is. And then, but after she throws up because she's eaten too much, she's then the next day scared of eating.
Yeah, and it's also awkward because I also get that. I still eat too much and throw up too, so I can't judge her too hard.
That's fair. You do.
Yeah. So well, why don't you tell me about Kate's Park first, because I feel like my day really didn't start until Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. So I finished work and pretty quick turnaround of basically got me and the baby ready, went over to Rachel's, and then we all went down to Kate's Park. Also, it was hilarious. I think I had 7 or 8 people in my car.
When?
And driving down from Rachel's to Kate's Park. You know that thing where everyone's lying on top of each other?
Yeah.
Aaron was in the trunk, but it's funny because it would have been way less cramped if I didn't have a huge baby seat in there. And
what was that like? She's just chilling?
Oh, she was chilling. Yeah, she was hard chilling. But what's really funny is as soon as I plugged my phone into the car, it starts playing kids' nursery rhymes, because that's what we always listen to in the car.
Yeah.
And the girls got into the car and they were pump up the tunes, and it just starts playing
wheels on the bus go round and round,
literally.
round and.
But what's so cute is Jay was just singing along to it. And he's have these 8 fucking hormonal bitches in the car that just think she's the cutest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, all of them want babies now, don't they?
Well, yeah, it's just everyone's getting to that age, right?
Our mom
where
was
they're, thinking about
Rachel has
babies.
baby fever, and I was like, yeah, it probably doesn't help that Juliet's around.
Yeah, but she came with us. She hung out the whole time until literally 8:30 when you came and picked her
Yeah,
up.
it was 8:30, I think.
Yeah,
I got
which
there.
is normally her bedtime. She was up at a little bit past bedtime, but nothing crazy. But she was just vibing the whole time.
Of course, she's always having a good time.
Yeah, she didn't want to go in the water, but we saw a ton of little crabs, so she was stoked about that.
Nice.
We had to keep moving back because the tide was coming in. She ate some pizza. Yeah, it was a fun time.
Nice.
Also, we went swimming. And then Rachel and Claire were sat on a rock out in the water, and a harbor seal was 2 meters away.
See, that's one thing that have I told you the story about me naked skinny dipping in Deep Cove and the harbor seal was there?
No.
So in Deep Cove, the main Deep Cove where everything is there's a floating dock. You have to swim out to it and it just floats there. And so it was kind of the thing to do is you'd go and you'd skinny dip out to the dock, right? And so it was I want to say as it always is, whenever there's skinny dipping, there's 2 girls and then 8 dudes.
Classic.
And so we all swam out there. And And so we get out there and we're all like, yeah, naked on the dock. But then like as soon,
How old are you?
I want to say like this is like senior year, so we're grade 12, I think 16 kind of thing. And so we all get out to like the dock and we're all like, yeah, oh, cool, this is sweet, haha. And then all of a sudden the girls, as they were like, all the dudes got, I don't think there was 8 of us, I think it was like 4 of us or something, because it wasn't the biggest dock. But the girls get out there, and as they're getting out there, they start screaming like, there's something in the water. So naturally, like the man of the group, I push them back in and don't let them out of the water. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, are you kidding? My jaw literally dropped. I'm like, are you kidding? That's what you did?
Yeah, they're like, please help us, noble men. And all the boys went to help. And I was like, leave them in there for the seals. No, so they like scream and like climb up the ladder. And they're like, oh my God. And we're like, shit, there's 2 seals in the water. And so there's just this basically like, we see the seals like swimming around, and it's basically we're like, okay, we either have to go back or stay. Now, I have this theory about harbor seals. They'll bite your dick off if they get a chance.
Harbor seals are literally like the puppies of the sea.
It doesn't mean they can't bite your dick off.
They're not gonna bite your dick off.
Okay, Neve, you don't have a dick, so you don't have to worry about it getting bit off. Because I'll tell you right now, if you got some little dangling thing between your legs as you're swimming naked and there's seals in the water, you don't feel the same way. You just don't.
Sure.
So anyhow, we swim out there. The girls freak out and swim right back in. And I think one of the guys did. And then there's the 3 dudes of us. And we were all sitting out on the dock naked, facing like opposite corners of the dock. Because we were like, this sucks. It was like the girls left. We're stuck out there. We're too afraid because there's seals in the water. So eventually we all just jumped in and like booked it back and swam. But yeah. Basically what I was saying is I've been stranded on a rock.
That's
like
so
Rachel
funny.
and Aaron.
I would love
Claire.
to be in the water when the seals are in the water. They're so cute and sweet.
They'll bite your vagina off.
They're not gonna bite anything off. They're seals.
They'll bite your
They're
nipple
like-
right off. They'll go straight for your nipple.
Seals are like golden retrievers. They just want to like play and are curious.
I didn't realize golden retrievers bit dicks off.
No, I used to. So before I moved here, I I was thinking about doing like a underwater filming course.
That'd be cool.
And I followed this one diver who dives out like on the island somewhere, and his like thing is he takes pictures and there's like hundreds of seals around him.
On Vancouver
and it's,
Island?
Like, yeah.
Oh.
And they all like come up and they're super playful with him, and I was like, oh, that would be such a sick job. You just like go out, dive in the water and take pictures of seals. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
And that's what I wanted to do for a bit, but diving is like the most expensive hobby to have. It's so freaking expensive.
Yeah, I know. It really is like so freaking expensive.
Like even though I'm certified, I would still have to get a top-up course, and then I would have to get a dry suit qualification to be able to even start diving.
Yeah,
here,
the waters here are way
about,
different than most of the world.
Yeah,
aren't they?
well, they're about like $5,000 to get all of those courses just to like start doing it, and I'm like, that's so fucking expensive, man.
Yeah, I'd love to go scuba diving to accomplish my fear of the water, but I also don't need to accomplish that fear because the water's fucked up. That's what I don't get is like your dad,
So
he made his whole career
Yeah.
being in the middle of the ocean, and he just is so chill about it. And I'm like, I get it because it's you, like you're used to it, but to me, it's just like mind-bogglingly fucked. Like the idea of your dad, and then he showed me the ship he was in, and I was like, "Sir, you went out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean and that, like in a cruise ship near the shore, I'll be freaking out."
That's so funny. It's just like some people are water people and some people really aren't. But
it's not the water, not like literal water. It's the ocean. Like I love lakes. I think lakes are amazing. Yeah.
But I fucking love that. Like I've always been someone who like no matter where I live, I want to live near the ocean. Like it just
Yeah, I feel the same way.
wanna
Well,
be by there.
that's basically, England is just basically an hour from the ocean, no matter where you are.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But when I was in England, I was like, I want to live like on the ocean. Do you know what I mean? Like in a beachside town like Brighton or Southampton.
Remember, I was so
that.
close to buying tickets to the
Bristol.
Liverpool game at Brighton,
Yeah.
but we just had to go that day instead of stay.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, it sucks. I guess I'll just have to go back and watch another Liverpool game to make up for it.
It's so wild to me that you just think, okay, so how much I just said about learning to dive, that's how much it costs to go to a Liverpool game in England.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so you think we're just going to do that every time we go to England?
Well, no, you
You
won't.
all know.
I
No,
will.
no.
You don't have to come if you don't want to. I'll gladly do it.
Okay.
I'd rather you come, but I'm just saying, like, you don't have to if it's too... I'll literally just chop off my leg and be like, help me, get me into the stadium to a doctor. And then they get in and they tourniquet me and I'll be like, all right, put me in my seat. They're like, what?
You don't have a seat, sir.
I'm like, no, I don't have a leg. Must get me a discount. Yeah, that is the thing that I don't want to get into how sweet Liverpool is because that's basically the ball. Imagine there's like some AI thing that could like analyze our podcast. And it's like 90% of what Derek says comes back to Liverpool.
I don't think it does. In this scenario, yeah.
Liverpool.
Anytime England is mentioned, Liverpool.
Well, I have to say the funniest things are my geography is actually pretty damn good. I'm not going to say I'm like a crack geographer, but I know the planet and all the countries pretty well. And vast majority of that comes from Risk, the board game.
Right.
And then my knowledge of Europe and all the smaller cities and stuff, like so many teams that you're like Groningen. I think it's Groningen. I called it Groningen, but I think it's Groningen. It's a town in Holland.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no reason you know of it. Oh, it's from what we watched that train wreck video on the Project X.
Oh yeah.
Groningen or whatever. It's like you should have no idea where that is in Holland, except for if you really follow soccer, you know they have a really good youth academy.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I know this weird place in Holland.
Yeah, to be fair, that's like a very like big thing is like European football teams. You'll end up knowing the geography because you know where they are. And it's really funny because I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize until me and you went to England that Aston Villa is Birmingham.
Yeah, well, okay, I didn't realize what Birmingham was, and like I knew it was a place, but I judged it based off of their soccer team, which sucks. So I was like, Birmingham sucks, but then you're like, it's actually the second biggest city in England. I was like,
Birmingham's
whoa.
bumping.
It's sweet there. I really like Birmingham. The only thing I'd say with Birmingham is it's a very generic city.
Yeah. Do you know you're becoming more English because you're saying Birmingham instead of Birmingham?
Well, I know I didn't want to correct you. No, I didn't want to correct you. Us Canadians speak perfect English from England. Birmingham. So is it West Ham or Westham?
West Ham.
Yeah, so why is it West Ham?
Because it's got an H in it.
Birmingham.
No, it's more like a g sound than a h sound.
Birmingham.
West Ham is like two separate words. West Ham. Ham like the meat. West is
there
in the
an East
direction.
Don't talk about the people from East Ham. They're fucking weird.
But yeah, I didn't realize that Aston Villa was.
Yeah, I didn't
Birmingham.
either.
No.
And it made it shocked. Yeah, okay.
No.
I don't want to get into all this soccer conversation because that'll bore a lot of people other than Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, soccer's the best. Okay, so Saturday now.
Saturday.
Little Kickers.
Oh, we had a day on Saturday.
Yeah,
we had so
our
much on
weekend
Saturday.
was jam-packed.
Yeah.
Little Kickers.
I don't think we've ever done that much in a weekend.
Oh, man.
And
yeah.
especially like with a child, like
we
haven't done.
Honest,
it was a really good time though. I didn't feel like stressed out at the time when we were doing it.
I'm just happy this weekend, super chill.
Yeah.
So wake up, go to Little Kickers.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to say Juliet probably performed her worst overall.
Yeah.
Like she was just more interested in watching everyone do anything and not.
She was super cute though. She kept running back to me and giving me a hug.
Yeah, it's always cute, but she definitely just wasn't like
as interested.
Usually she fully participates, but she also threw up the morning before or night before. So
yeah, she ate a lot.
It makes sense, yeah. So she was just off a bit, but I would say it was one of her best performances in terms of she gave 2 of the 3 coaches a high five.
She did do that,
really the okay. So just so people know, like we go do all the drills, and Juliet, I'd say she's like pretty damn good at them. She's not like it's not like she's like crushing it, but it's like when they tell them to do the
she engages.
Yeah, she engages. Like go run to these cones. She runs over to them.
Yeah, and
Dino
she's having
stomp.
a good time.
Yeah, Dino stomp. She does them, and she does it all except high-fiving the coaches at the end. She's afraid of the coaches.
She's the only kid that will not like. And she does it all the time. Like when we first like are around people, she'll act all shy and stuff, and then like as time goes on, she'll just like relax and like chill out and stuff. But we've been going to this for like 2 months now. Little Kickers.
Is that how long it's been?
Yeah.
Holy Juliet, so good.
So I'm like, okay, you know these people enough now where you can give them a high five. And what was so funny, it was the dude that was his first time, and she gave him a high five, and the coach that's like consistently there, she was like, no.
Yeah, the only coach, Coach Michael, who's like the head coach, he all out of all of them, the other coach, which I think the other coach is named Coach like Byron or something.
Yeah.
He, whatever his name is, he's more like, hey, Juliet. And she goes, no. He goes, okay. Walks away. Like, he's not too. Whereas Coach Michael tries so hard. And then.
He's so good at coaching little kids.
Yeah. I like both of them. And the new guy too. But yeah, so then the new guy. So Juliet goes up, high fives the new guy. And the guy that doesn't really care. And then Coach Michael, the only one that is like always trying for it. She just she's out like, after. No. She's like, I only do 2 high fives.
maybe Saturday's the day.
Yeah, I really hope so, because I can tell the coaches feed off of high fives. Like I'd high five them and it's not the same. Like I always fake up for Juliet's and I'm like, yeah, they don't want my high five. They're here for the kids.
Happening.
So yeah, Little Kickers was fun though. I honestly love Little Kickers.
Yeah, me too.
I hope to one day be able to join Little Kickers if I get a little better at my skills. I'll be like, Coach, could I play? They're like, no.
I for sure, just seeing them, like, I don't think you would coach her now, but I 100% see you coaching her in, like, high school.
I mean, I don't mind coaching her. All I'm really hoping to do is I hope she loves soccer and me and her can go do drills together.
I'm, like, 85% sure that's gonna happen. Because,
like, I genuinely, like, coaching, like, actually running a team. I'm not like writing it off being like I won't do it. There's a large chance I will, but like it's a lot more than just like, oh, I'm here with my daughter. Like you have to understand all of a sudden you're like
I know.
Politics of sport and all that. Like soccer especially is super political. Like, oh, you're friends with this person. Oh, they have to be on the team or like all these things. But
I like trust that you have good judgment in that.
No, I know. But what I'm saying though is, I would prefer to train Juliet to make her a good soccer player.
Yeah.
And by doing that, when I say make her good, like I think it'd be fun. Like we could go do drills, dribble cones, run, do shooting drills, like all the stuff. But I wouldn't be opposed to her having an actual coach.
Yeah.
And I just teach her on the side and go, your coach doesn't know anything. He's a dumb.
But I like, I know you say that now, but I don't know. There's something I just see in the future. Like, I think Juliet's going to have a lot of hobbies. I think she's going to be like, she's just so busy all the time that I think she's going to be like you.
Yeah, I
don't
have enough time for all my hobbies.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I mean. Like, I think she's going to be really into soccer, and I think she's going to be really into, I'm like determined to like get her into drumming. Like even today we were playing with her little like bluey drum kit, and I just think that girl drummers are the coolest. So
we should get her a little
drumming.
bongo, like a single one.
But she already has really good rhythm.
But what I'm saying is you get her a bongo, because that surely step one of drumming is you just have one drum.
Yeah.
And then you like build off of that.
Exactly. And then as soon as she turns 5, I'm going to put her in drumming lessons. And I also want to take her to baby gymnastics after her second birthday.
Yeah,
I think she's going to have like a ton of hobbies.
She needs to do swimming.
And swimming too?
Well, she has to learn to swim.
I mean, I think I could teach her how to swim.
Putting her face down in the pool till she swims isn't how it goes.
No.
That's a bad idea.
No, but just teach her like to be good in water. Like that's what my parents did with me. And then when I was at school, I got swimming lessons because it was part of our curriculum at primary school.
All I heard was stuff. I got swimming lessons. I'm not saying your parents didn't do a good job, but you got swimming lessons, and I think you should get swimming lessons because I'm a really good swimmer.
Yeah.
But not like really good, like elite or anything, but I can swim really well. Mm-hmm. And I got swimming lessons. My mom was a swimmer and stuff, but I just think that like going to properly learn to swim is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. But don't you do that in school here?
No, not at all.
They don't teach you how to swim at school?
No.
You don't have like pools in your schools? Are there pools in your schools?
No.
Are there schools in your
pools? Is that actually, I'm trying to think, like is there any schools I actually don't think there's any schools in BC that have pools in them.
So when I was in primary school in like from year 2 or 3 onwards, so year 2 or 3, we must have been like 6 or 7 when we started swimming lessons, but they would get you all on a coach and shuttle you to the swimming pool, and you would go and do your swimming lessons for an hour. And then you'd come back to school and do the rest of your day.
Nothing like that. We had like in gym classes like what's it called, like a time where it'd be like, oh, this unit is gonna be swimming, and we'd maybe spend like a month at the pool, but it wasn't like. No, it wasn't swimming lessons. Like if
really?
Juliet, for her to swim, we have to put her in swimming lessons. It's not just a thing.
Oh shit! Okay.
Which
I mean, like that's fine.
Yeah, I know. I because like it's to me insane the idea that you can't swim.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to be this high level swimmer that can perform all the strokes and go so far.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the idea of like
not being able to swim.
If you fall in a pool.
Yeah.
You can die.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, if I fall in a pool and drown, like, something went wrong. It's not just like, oh, Derek just couldn't swim.
Yeah.
Like, you know Fakra, Connor's cousin?
Yeah.
He actually can't swim. And if you see him, if you threw him in the deep end of a pool, he would survive, but he would drown to the other side of the pool. Like, he would, like it looked like he's trying, like I don't know, I don't even understand it. It looks like he's swimming.
Have you thrown him in a pool?
I tried to teach him how to swim, and it was basically like Faker is really fit and athletic too, so it's not like he's like he's just some like chonker that can't do anything. And
but
I don't know,
learning like buoyancy. And stuff.
I think that was the main thing. Is like I think swimming truly is your ability to like swimming. I think this swim is about when you breathe in and you hold the breath in, swimming. No, like I think that's more of what it is your ability to like control your breathing to stay buoyant. So he could do all the kicking in that, but it was like so energy inefficient, and he would barely move, and you just see him sink as he went forward slowly, and you're like, what the?
I think that's the thing though, is like you have to like be exposed to it when you're really young, because you learn how to control your buoyancy. And that's like is another thing with diving, is like being able to like learn how to control your buoyancy, because if you get it right, you should be like, it should be effortless. Like swimming like casually, obviously I'm not talking about like competitive now, but like when you like go in the ocean, you go out for a swim, it should be easy. Like it shouldn't be like a struggle to do. But that's because you know your buoyancy, and it's like balance, but balance in the water. And that's why, so Juliet hates going on her back in the water, right? But that's because she doesn't know how to control her buoyancy. So the more that we expose her to that, the more she gets it and is like learning that. And like even the stuff that we do, like when on Saturday when we were at Sarah and Paul's like where they were house sitting and we were taking her in the water, we were teaching her to like like be on her stomach and kick. Like stuff like that is teaching her how to swim.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and even things like jumping in the water and all that too. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just weird to me that Irish people don't know how to swim and they're an island.
I don't think it's all Irish people.
I agree. I don't think it's all, but I've met enough of them to go clearly, unless it's a lot of Irish people that I've met that don't know how to swim, and I'm like,
which is ironic because they live on Ireland.
Ireland,
that's called Ireland.
Yeah, like.
Okay. Top up.
Cool. Yes, please.
Also, I need to pee.
Okay.
So, do you want to pause or do you want to keep talking?
Should I monologue? Let me see here.
Have you got something to monologue?
Let me just pull up I have like an 18 pages of monologues.
Exactly.
No,
so why do you get so choked?
I'm just joking.
Going for a pee?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to talk about fasting. Yeah, I'll do that while you're gone. Or, you know what? No, we'll be back in a second, guys. And we are back. Neve, what are you drinking?
I did homemade sangria. This sangria, by the way, we finished the jug after this one, is really fucking strong.
Oh, really? It is good.
It's really good, huh?
Yeah. Okay, I want to talk about, I think I'm on week 17 of fasting now. So 4 months, 1 week of fasting.
Yeah, you've been
once
killing
a
it.
week. So I like to say more. I think it's more effective to say I eat 6 days of the week. Mm-hmm. You've been doing it. No, you haven't been doing it as much as I have, but you've done it quite a bit.
Yeah, I haven't been doing it like as like restricted and like religiously as you do it. You're like, I am gonna do the full 24 hours.
I've done 24 hours every Monday for the last 17 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm not as like stuck on it as that. I just kind of like have been subconsciously doing it because I know that when you're doing your fast, we tend to eat like a little earlier on the Sunday, and then I just end up fasting with you until we eat on Monday.
Yeah, no,
Monday
you can
evening. Because it's just easy because I'm like, it's my first day back at work. I'm gonna drink a ton of coffee, and not really gonna do anything else. So
yeah, it's definitely so. You can be a good judge of like, you can confirm what I'm gonna say, because the difference between you and me in this is just like days done. It's not a thing of like, you've experienced what it means to fast multiple times now for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So first off, I have to just put this out there. None of this is medical advice. Sorry. This is actually medical knowledge, but you have to understand that something like fasting, there's so many factors into it. It's not as simple as like, oh, I'll just fast. So if you have any underlying conditions, if you're like any medications and stuff like that, and you hear what I'm saying and you decide to do this, that's on you, and you need to monitor how your body feels to deal with it, because
don't fact check us.
For example, well, no,
it's basically what it is,
but like for example, if you're hypoglycemic, so your like blood sugar's out, this is completely different story. You can't just not eat for 24 hours because so like, I just want to say that before anyone gets ideas, because I do think this is a good idea.
I mean, if you're stupid enough to not like consider extenuating circumstances when taking our advice, then like that's on you. Yeah,
but I say this one because of my like the only thing I actually know about is like health and fitness. So I do have like credence in what I say in this stuff a bit more. So I just want to
credence.
Yeah, I know.
What a word.
Word. I just want to put it out there. Like, this is stuff that's true, but you have to monitor and don't just go, oh, I'm going to do this blindly and stupidly. But so the reason I started fasting was I still want to do it. I want to do a 72-hour fast, okay? Now, I'm not even going to get into what happens after 24 hours, because things change after the first 24 hours of a fast, what you're doing. But I have this underlying belief that Alzheimer's is just diabetes of the brain. So your pancreas gets... So what is diabetes? Type 2. Type 1, type 2. Well, it's... So type 1 is your pancreas is you don't have insulin production. Like it's from the beginning. Okay. So that's the people that they have to like pinprick themselves. Type 2 diabetes is you've exhausted your insulin production from your pancreas. Okay. So what I think we're going to eventually find out is that dementia and Alzheimer's is the sugar, basically all this like spikes in sugar in your body, instead of it going after your pancreas and all that, it unfortunately affects your brain. Okay. So I, as you know, eat a ton of sugar, or used to. I don't anymore.
Not as much.
Not as much. I'll have like desserts and stuff, but I definitely am not eating bags of candy and all that stuff.
No. Yeah. You've definitely curbed down on sugar.
So I'm trying to curb my chances of getting Alzheimer's with what I believe, because I do believe that if you're told we think you have Alzheimer's or it's like coming on, it's too late. It's something you have to like have got at my age, right? And what I heard was this: basically in a 24-hour fast, excuse me, the first 12 to 16 hours of the fast, your body burns off all the sugars in your body.
Yeah.
And that's when you'll have this like angry stomach, like I'm so hungry, I need to eat, that like the true craving, right? But then if you get over that hump, you basically, until I'd say like an hour or two before, have this like I don't want to say euphoric, that's not right, but you're like definitely on a high. Yeah. I don't know. So like what I would describe it as, so this is how I do it. Sunday night, we eat dinner around 5 or 6 o'clock. Yeah. And then I don't eat until Monday night dinner. Yeah. Right? Makes sense. So you basically eat, and then ideally you sleep through the hunger phase of all of this. But usually what I find is I wake up and I'm pretty hungry. My stomach's a little grumbly. I never don't have energy. I'm just like hungry. I go and have a coffee, because you're allowed to have black coffee and lemon water. Yeah. And I have my little medium black coffee. And then after that coffee's done, all my hunger's gone and I'm sharp. Yeah. Have you experienced that?
I 100% do. I think for you and me, our stages happen a little bit like differently. Okay. But I think it actually works, because always on the Sunday night when we eat early, it gets to like 10 p.m. and you and me are watching a show and you're like, I'm really hungry right now. I regret fasting so early. And I'm like, no, just like stick through it, right? Yeah. But my hunger comes at the very end of it, when it's like 2 or 3 p.m. I've got like an hour left of work and I'm like, I just want to get home and eat. But then what forces me is like, I want to wait for you and we have dinner together. Yeah. So that's for me, because on Mondays I come home and cook pretty much straight away. Right? Right. Like I get home, like I pick up Jay, say hi, I come home and then I'm like, I'm going to cook now. So for me, I'm just like waiting for myself to finish cooking, and like that's when I'm going to eat. But it's funny because like when you get hungry late on that Sunday night, I'm like, no, don't eat. And then on the Monday when I want to eat is like, no, I'll just cook dinner. So it's those little like
little minor things. But yeah, but like do you agree though that with this, okay, so you get over your hungry phase and then I can't explain it, you're mentally sharper. And the way I don't know, I don't know how I pictured mentally sharper being, but what I found is mentally sharp means I'm able to plan out my day more precisely, more calmly. Whereas in a normal day, like, you know me, but Monday by like noon, I pretty much know my entire week. Like every like event I'm going to, all that stuff. Like it's all planned out. You're a planner. But it's all like this like mangled mess in my head that I'm like sorting out. But on the fast days, it just connects so quickly and easily, and there's not this like haze of it all or like cloud. And then energy wise, I literally can do a full workout to the same efficiency, like 2 hours before eating. Yeah. So I do. Yeah. Like, so I don't know. I just think that it's really good for you. It's also a really good thing to practice, delayed gratification. And I actually do think it's a really good thing, because it just makes you stronger. Your ability to,
well, it improves your willpower as well, right? Like it improves your willpower, and also one of the main things I've found for me is it really helps me with like portion control. Like because I love food. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I fucking love food, but it teaches you that you don't actually need as much food as you think you do to
absolutely
keep yourself going. I do get really tired sometimes on my fast days.
Yeah.
But usually when that happens, I drink a coffee and I'm good. But I will be at the point where, like, I'm almost falling asleep at work.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a coffee and, like, walk around a bit and I'm like, okay. But it does get to that sometimes.
It's tough because my job's so different than yours.
Yeah.
Like, in my job, it's almost impossible to fall asleep. You literally can while you're working on someone's neck, but you have to be like, it's more like in a trance as opposed to like passing out. Whereas yours, I can imagine, like, you're hungry, it's been a long day, you're just like get a little lethargic. Anyhow, I don't know. I think too. So then I went from 189 and then I could drop my weight if I was doing all the right things, working out hard, sweating, dieting. I could drop down to 185, but it wasn't sustained. It was always on a level of she just wants to be seen. If you're hearing any background noise, it's just Nuo gnawing on a bone. And I tried to move it, but she keeps bringing it to be near everyone. It's okay, Nui. But okay, so sorry. I just want to say, so, but now I'm down to 180 and I dropped to 178 on your scale. So not even mine. And I actually didn't think those weights were possible for me anymore, but I feel like it's pretty natural. Like, I don't feel like I've done like anything extreme. Yeah. And I know it sounds like it because you fast for a day, but I think if people fasted for a day en masse, you'd be surprised if you have the willpower that it's nowhere near as bad as you think. Yeah, not even slightly. Like, I don't think, like, honestly, for me, the part of the thing that makes it easy to fast on a Monday is, like, I've got a ton of stuff that's come in over the weekend that I just have to do, so I just, like, put myself into my work and I focus on that, and then I'm like not even thinking about food. So in another vein, again, weight loss is a thing because your caloric intake per week goes down. So that makes sense why you like do lose weight. But again, I didn't go into this for a weight loss journey. I was doing it for other benefits. And then another reason, if you're sitting there kind of like, but outside, like, sounds like a weight loss thing. Yeah. Imagine if once a week you gave your body time off from digesting and it allowed it to clear itself out. I just think that just to me seems extremely beneficial.
Do you know what it feels like to me? It's like when you do a hard reset on your computer where you just turn your computer off and on again and then all of a sudden it works. That's basically what fasting is. Absolutely. You're just switching it off. 24 hours later, you switch it back on, and it's like, oh, cool, I'm good now. You know what I mean? Like,
and then, like...
That's literally what it is.
That's literally what it is. And then things, too, like, it just, like, you don't realize how exhausting eating and then, like, digesting while you do stuff is. So for anyone that goes and eats lunch and then goes back to work and feels tired and lethargic. Sluggish. I think, obviously, if you eat a bunch of fried chicken and greasy stuff, there's foods that make it worse and some make it better. Yeah. But the underlying is your body is taking time or taking energy away from whatever you're doing to digest, which is fine. I'm not, like, shitting on eating food. It's just like...
Do you know what's so funny, though? Is I was going to fast today. Yeah. And then my boss was like, we're going to take everyone out for ramen. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. I'm going to eat ramen. 100%. But honestly, after the ramen, I literally wanted to fall asleep at my desk. I was so exhausted after it that I was so tempted to be just like, please just let me go home early. Obviously, I didn't. I stuck it out because I can't just go home early because I've eaten ramen.
Hey, the ramen was too good.
But, like, I was so intent on fasting that I had that in my head, and then my boss was like, okay, ramen. So I was like, okay, ramen. And then felt so sluggish afterwards that I was like, I wish I had just fasted.
I know. I've had a few times where I've done things and I've been like, after fasting, I've been like, damn, it's so not worth it. Like, I broke fast on one day, and just for those to be like, well, you didn't do as fast, I made it up on another day. I can't remember what it was. I ate at 9 o'clock and I had like something. And first off, I don't think you should eat late at night. I just think it's a bad idea.
You hate yourself after, though. You're like, I'm so hungry, and then I'm like, being like, fast, but also like if you want to eat, just eat, and then you'll eat and be like, oh, I wish I hadn't eaten that.
Yeah, it's a mental game. Anyhow, if you're interested in that stuff and you actually are serious, just message me. I'll talk to you about it, because I do think it's important if you're interested. I don't think it's dangerous. I just think there's a whole, like, Matt Epic's done it 4 times now, and he's really liked it, and he was fine, but I talked to him about it, and he definitely had some like ups and downs in terms of things, so it's just good. Like, I know what I'm talking about for this, so if you're interested, just talk to me about it, and I'll guide you through it. And again, like, you be smart and safe. That
of course.
Okay, so what was I gonna say here? Because that's what it was. Okay, so I told you we were gonna change up the show a bit.
Oh yeah, you did say this.
I'm thinking we're gonna do the buy and sell around now, which is 40 minutes.
Do a buy and sell in the mid?
Yeah, because I feel like...
What are we going to end on then?
Well, the thing we can end on it if you want. I just feel like with the buy and sell, if we put it mid-episode, people hear it more, versus you have to be a true, like, believer to get to yeah, just like Justin.
Yeah.
You like to hear that, you have to be like at the very, very end of the epi.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Do you think we should do that, or you'd like it as our end?
I don't really care either way.
Let's just try it this week, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So my buy was Roger, and yours was a sell on Juliet biting you.
Oh, yeah, fucking bitch.
Yeah, Roger said something about the weather, but Roger, you're not here, so it's over.
So it's over. You're done.
Would you like to go first, or shall I? You know what? Already just saying this, I don't want to do it till the end.
Oh, wine on my puss. Like, literally right in the piss hole.
No, we're gonna do it to the end. I don't like change. I don't like change.
I think it's just like, I like wrapping our pod up with it. Yeah. Like, I don't care about the listeners. Fuck them listeners.
No, don't say that about Joey.
No, don't say that. That's not nice.
No. Okay, I agree. It's just an end thing, but I want to get back. Then we didn't even get to past little kickers.
Oh fuck no, we didn't. Sorry, we got sidetracked.
So little kickers happened, and then we went to my soccer game, and that was tragic, I have to say.
I made it for like the second half, most of the second half, if it wasn't even all of the second half. But I didn't even know the score until like halfway through the second half. But you guys were like super close to winning.
Yeah, well,
it was just unfortunate.
Jamie had a hell of a game, but if you looked at the stats, it was still a good game. He got a goal and assist. No, I think he just got a goal.
Rumor has it that Phil fucked it up.
Yeah, and Taylor, both. Our goalie, like, it was, I don't know, it's so crazy to me. I love Taylor. Like, I genuinely think he's such a good dude. I've known him for a long time. The goalie runs the team. But he lets in the shittiest goals. It's not about like he lets in goals. It's like it's the shitty ones that go in.
Yeah.
But somehow whenever we play them as the Wilderness, he comes up with like the best game of his life. Somehow.
He plays on the Wilderness too?
No, he plays on Pirates.
When
we play against them. But so Taylor it seemed like anytime that we needed a save, he did the opposite. It was like he'd like make it so that a ball went in.
Yeah, he just kicked it into the net.
And then Phil missed an absolute sitter off of Jamie. I don't even know how it happened. Jamie was just having a crack game. Puts Phil in. Phil takes a touch, sets up perfectly for him, and he misses so badly. And then they kick the ball in and score off of that. And it was like...
Yeah, so it's basically Phil's fault.
Well, I mean, no, it's not. He just missed the shot. We're a team. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to blame one guy for the whole team and then disassociate myself from the loss.
Well, I will. You fucked it up, Phil. Do better.
I was referring to Alec blaming Joey for the Wilderness loss, but yeah.
Joey's sexy.
Yeah, I just want to say I love you, Joey. Fuck that. You're next year.
Joey, honestly, after seeing Joey at Rachel and Armand's wedding, I think Joey could totally steal me off you if he wanted to. Like, he was just,
what do you want me to say?
Like,
no?
I don't know.
You want me to lie? No. Sorry,
Honestly,
now I just lied to all our fans.
I know that I've said this on maybe 3 podcasts now, but Joey at that wedding, I don't think I've ever seen Joey on that level before, and there was just like this like raw sex appeal that I hadn't seen in Joey before, and I was like, wow, like,
what have
honestly,
you been looking at? That's like Joey from the moment I met him. He showed up. I still know the tracksuit that I saw him in, and I just went, this dude has swag for days.
No, but this is the thing. I've known Joey as your friend and like been here and hung out with Juliet, and I cook y'all hash, and it's like more like brotherly, right? Like, I'm like, oh, Joey's the best. But then at the wedding, I like literally felt my puss tingle a little bit when I saw him. And I was like, God damn, Joey, like, who is this man right here, now?
What do you want me to say? No?
But I can say that to you as my partner. I can just like let you know that like that was a new light that I saw him in.
Well, I'm glad you see him like I do.
Derek, honestly, every time we say Joey, he gets hard. Don't tell him.
Okay, so yeah, the soccer game happened. I got an assist. For the Pirates, I played 6 games, and I had 4 goals. No, wait, was it 6 games or 4? It was 5 or 6 games. I think it was 5, actually. But regardless, I had 4 goals and 4 assists, so I was stoked.
You killed it this summer league. Yeah. Like, you really did kill it. I've noticed that, like, especially like going into summer league, you've just really been killing it in soccer.
Yeah, I've been on a goal scoring tangent. I changed my style.
But it's not like that's the position you play. You don't play to be a goal scorer, right? Like,
yeah, well, I think I'm going to start transitioning into that because I don't have the legs.
Because I can just do it. I could just score.
Well, no, I have a good shot, so it's...
You do have a really good shot. Hence, you've been scoring so many fucking goals.
Yeah, some nice ones, too. And some chintzy ones, too.
I think I actually saw, like, 2 or 3 of your goals.
It's not bad.
Which is more than I've seen the whole time we've been dating, so that's something.
True. That is very true. Okay, so after that, soccer, we went to Juliet's first ever birthday party.
Her first birthday party that she's ever been to.
Okay, I just want to say for all the non-parents out there, kids' birthdays are insane. Like, the amount of parents, and you're having a conversation with someone, but you can't have a conversation within a minute or two because someone's kid's just gone and done something. They have to run off, and it's cool. I'm not like mad at anyone, but it was like I'd be talking to someone, they'd be like, yeah, oh, and they just run off, and I'd be like, oh, they'll be back, and they just never came back. I'm like, okay. And then like it was, I don't know, it was cool, but it's weird.
It's funny though. Do you know what? I actually was quite a lot in my head about like having to hang out with other parents, because me as a person, I'm very like selective of like who I'm friends with. Like, they have to be on the same vibe as me, and I just thought going into a group of parents that I wasn't gonna get that or like get it back from someone. But going into that party, I was like super anxious, and I was like, Derek, don't leave my side for most of it. But then I like started talking to people, and there were actually some really nice people there.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally just walk up to anyone and be like, it's fucked having a kid, hey? And they're like, oh man, yeah.
But it's that like common ground of like, yeah, you both have kids, but then you actually get talking and you're like, oh, there's some like, you can relate to people about other stuff as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never really have a trouble personally meeting people,
I know.
But also it's also nice having a kid. Like, I was just literally there, and I was like, if you meet someone, you talk to them, cool, but you can literally just follow Juliet the entire time, and no one will be like,
that's what's
wrong?
Nice as well. Like, is like if like there isn't like the conversation isn't flowing, you can just be like, oh, my kid's doing something and bounce.
And realistically, they probably are.
Yeah,
That's
they probably
the thing.
are.
It's not
That's
like
the
you're
thing.
lying.
But
Yeah.
it was so, like, Juliet was so freaking cute at that birthday party. She was just having the best time ever.
Yeah, it was pretty cute, and it was just nice too. Like, I mean, Sean was there, so it made it really easy for me because I was just like, "Yo, what up, Sean?" But it is just when you're around a whole bunch of parents. One thing I find that you and I might not get is I think we're extremely social parents.
Yeah.
And like I feel like, first off, just my soccer alone, the consistency of it, that like I'm there every week.
Yeah.
And you're there basically every week. Like if you're not,
I try and make it for half every single week.
If you're not there,
for the whole game.
it's more of a rare occurrence thing, right? And so we're always doing that. And then we have other friends, like Juliet just comes everywhere with us. So I definitely got the sense that like some parents, this was like kind of their like event for the next couple of weeks where they like see other people.
Yeah.
So everyone was so like, not in a bad way at all. They were just like so down to talk. Hey, and they kind of had those crazy eyes of like, oh, you're an adult. Let's talk about adult things. And I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, cool. What's up, dude?
Yeah, I think a lot of parents just don't get out as much as we do, and it's
That's
like
that's
not everyone
normal.
has a baby that's as easy as Juliet. And like there was one couple there with twins, and I was like, how do you live? Like honestly, twins, it is just the craziest concept to me, and I don't know how people do it. Like it really fucking baffles me.
I think that'd be the only chance you have at me having two kids is if there's twins.
Yeah. Like,
and thank God, because you'd be like double trouble. It's done. Like it's done. You know what I mean? Like
you just have to deal with it. Yeah.
It sucks. This is hard, but it's done. As opposed to like having two kids separately. I guess you have to like rewrite the script. But I can't imagine having twins. It'd be just so hard.
Insane. But also the couple that had twins, they were actually super cool and from Bristol, really randomly.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, the thing that's awkward is I this is terrible, but outside of Sean and Michael, I didn't bother remembering anyone's name or face except for there's the Filipino woman that runs Thrive, and she's like someone that I was definitely like, okay, I gotta remember her face because I'm gonna have to go to Thrive with her. And just for those that are wondering what Thrive is, it's like
you should invite Justin.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. I will. But yeah, Thrive is like I guess it's like you go there with your kid and it's all week and it's a free like thing to go with other kids, and then Sundays it's dads only, and there's a pancake breakfast. If there's a barbecue breakfast, all the dads be there. Yeah, I will invite Justin to Thrive. I think I'm gonna try and go on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, assuming like
You should.
I don't know if Saturday gets out of hand somehow at Adams, but I doubt it.
What, the 4-year-old's birthday party?
Well, oh, she's 4. I thought she was 3. Oh my God!
No, I'm pretty sure she's 4.
If she's 4, it's going to get out of hand. Kira's wild.
You know those 4-year-olds.
Have you seen Kira after some cake at the park? We all know what happens.
It's a wild time.
I do like Kira. She's such a sweet little girl.
She's so sweet.
Yeah.
She's so good with Juliet as well. She's really playing into that like big sister role. And I think her and Kylie are going to be so freaking cute.
Yeah, they will. They're both so cute. Do you have anything you want to talk about, or am I just running the show today?
Let me look if there's anything in my list. I think I got all of my good stuff out last week because Roger was here, but pod ideas, okay. No, I think I've done all my stuff.
Okay. Well, okay. I want to talk about something. So speaking of real estate in North Vancouver.
Yeah.
Were
we?
No, I'm just saying, speaking of it. So I don't know. You've been you're one of those. Your hobbies, you say, is going and checking out housing.
No, I actually consistently look at like at least once or twice a day. I will look at real estate.
So, would you say the real estate market's in a good place, a bad place?
A really good place.
Okay.
Well, when I say a really good place, I mean this is nothing that like North Van and Vancouver have seen in years. Like the prices that things are right now. It's insane.
Yeah, you can only reference here.
So
yes. How much would you be willing to pay for a 2-bedroom apartment? Like, what do you think the price is?
An apartment?
Yeah.
Like in an apartment building?
Yes.
You can get as low as like $469 right now.
Okay, what if it was on Lonsdale, prime real estate?
You can get as low as $469 right now.
What if I told you you could get cheaper than that? Would you be interested?
What is it?
Well, turns out if you're willing to put a tent on the corner of 12th and Lonsdale, you can have free housing. Would you believe that?
Well, I mean, a tent is like $30 from Walmart, so yeah.
Oh no, little baby's crying. Well, anyhow, as I was saying, there was a woman in a tent on the corner of 12th and Lonsdale. Now, for me, this is really disturbing. I got to be honest with you. Because the reason it's disturbing,
yeah,
I don't think you should be allowed to put a tent on Lonsdale. I don't care how homeless you are. Dead serious. I was literally trying to walk across the street to work. You couldn't hit the crosswalk sign because the woman had set up her whole encampment on the corner of 12th and Lonsdale. And she was screaming, "Fuck you, piece of shit, fuck you," to every person that walked by. Every client of mine that walked in, or every person that had climbed that morning told the same story.
Yeah.
All my coworkers did. And I just think it's a little wild that that's happening.
Do you know what's wild to me is that the police station is literally a block and a half away.
Yeah, I mean, this happened before. I don't think I said this ever on the podcast, but I had that woman that was smoking crack outside my place for 3 weeks, just screaming and like throwing tantrums and shit like that. And yeah, it was like literally outside the police station.
Do you know what the problem is?
What?
Is that, and this is something I learned very recently, is that Canada disallowed sectioning. And for those of you who don't know, sectioning is basically like involuntary mental health assessment.
Okay.
That determines whether or not a person is like safe enough to be out on the streets or not.
What?
And that was a big thing, is like when Riverview closed down.
So that's so long ago.
Yeah. Well, respectively, not that long ago.
When did Riverview close down?
I don't know. Malik, pull up the facts.
Malik, hit it up, bro. He's back.
He's back. He's back and ready to work. But in England, sectioning is still a thing, right? Like, people get sectioned. And I'll just pull up the definition for what sectioning is. When was it that Riverview closed down?
July 2012.
Yeah, so
the
super
closure
recent.
was a gradual process. The number of active beds decreased from 4,300 to Whoa, because 4,000 beds is like the whole downtown core's population. Like,
yes, exactly.
Wow.
That's what I mean. That's why there's such a big problem in Canada, is because man. Okay.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna give you a definition of what sectioning is. In the context of mental health, refers to the legal process of detaining someone in a hospital for mental health treatment against their will, often because they are deemed a danger to themselves or others. This is typically done under the sections of mental health legislation, such as Mental Health Act in the UK. So sectioning is still a thing in the UK, and I know a few people that have been sectioned, and it has severely improved their lives. Because the thing with mental illness is, like, when you're mentally ill, you don't understand that you're mentally ill because you're fucking nuts, right? Like, and like meaning that in the like least offensive way possible is like you have a fucking screw loose and you don't realize that your screw's loose, but you need someone to fucking tighten it.
Well, yeah, okay, for sure you are right, but I also feel like the reason you don't think your screw's loose is because your reality is always your reality. So
yeah, your reality is so different from everyone else's.
Your reality is not fucked up. It's like your perception of reality in the like the grand scheme of the world is fucked. But that's why you don't think you're fucked, because you're just like living your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the reason that you need to have sectioning, is because like...
Is that like a lobotomy? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
But I like... not gonna name names, but someone that I'm close to was sectioned like 3 or 4 times, and it's where like you know somebody's not mentally stable, so you have to like take them into a hospital and be like, fucking fix yourself up, and that person is now living their best life because they had to go through that process. But if you know somebody's like mentally fucking ill and you can't force them to be in that process, that's when things happen, like people getting fucking stab attacks in fucking middle of downtown Vancouver. That's when you get people like plowing into fucking festivals. That's when you get people like fucking camping out and 12th and Lonsdale and yelling shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have a ton of mentally ill people on the streets and you can't do anything about it because they don't want to go into care. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's so fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is going to be a really real regression, especially since one of my bold claims was don't put signs on the overpass because it delegitimizes whatever your protest is.
Yeah.
I think you and me should put signs on the overpass to open Riverview again.
I mean, have you ever been to Riverview?
I've driven past. I one of my clients.
Yeah.
She's I don't want to say a medium because she would never call it. She's not like that. Where she's like, but she sees dead people for sure, and she's seen a fucking crazy amount of things at Riverview. Okay,
so this is the thing though, like, I've been in the deep depths of Riverview because we filmed there like multiple times. Like, I've been there filming on like multiple different shows, multiple different occasions. So I've seen like the inside and the like how... Just 2 seconds so I can get it. So I've been in like the deep dark like inside of Riverview and like seen a lot of the grounds there. Yeah. It's huge. It's so massive, and it's nothing now. It's nothing now. Like, it's literally just like a filming prop. It's a film prop at this point because nothing is going on there. Nothing's happening there. It's all these abandoned, derelict places, and it's like, 1, land in Vancouver is so valuable. 2, you have all these people like on the street. And like the reason that they disallowed sectioning is because they didn't want to have to take responsibility for these people. And that's what's so fucked to me, is like you're just allowing these people to like live on the street, die of fucking shitty drugs that you allow on the street anyway. And it's like you could have these people in a like safe, secure rehabilitation like mental health center, but you're choosing not to do that because we don't want to make people do it against their will. And it's like,
no, but this is okay. First off, such bullshit. First off, it makes total sense to me now just hearing what you said versus what I was thinking. So why don't you have Riverview open? Because it costs the government a ton of money. Yeah. Why do you film there? Because it gives the government a ton of money. Yeah. So it's like it's so like fucked. It makes total sense. Like why it went from like, I don't know why it originally closed, but like the reason that it's not like, oh, we should get it, because they're obviously looking at the amount of money they make, and they have someone somewhere that's done a like cost analysis that they deem it that way because it doesn't.
So stupid,
this
though,
is I just gotta say, this is the thing that why I think so much of like this is just virtue signaling on high by so many freaking people in this country is everyone talks about mental health all the time here.
Yeah.
But there's never a push to reopen Riverview, which to me seems like if you're truly about all this mental illness stuff and mental well-being, which again, when I say all this stuff, I believe in that. I'm not like sitting here being like, it's all a crock of shit. But like if you believe in all that stuff, then like step number 1 would be putting a place for all the mentally unwell people to go and be taken care of. The idea of like we're doing all these preventative measures, but you don't have a giant facility for them to go to be taken care of just kind of screams to the hypocrisy of like everything.
That's the whole theory, right? Like it's politicians tricking people into being like, but we want to be there for the people, so we're not gonna force them into mental health units. And it's like, well, maybe some people need to be fucking forced, dude. Like people aren't gonna do this shit on their own.
I gotta pivot this because I don't want to. I'm gonna start going on tangents that are things that we try not to bring onto the podcast.
Okay, let's do something a little bit more lighthearted, shall we? Will you please?
Okay. This one's so. Do you know the name Hamida Djandoubi? Does that name ring a bell?
No.
Anyone? Hamid Djandoubi, Djandoubi. Nothing to you. It means nothing to you.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about right now.
Okay. I'm going to segue here. When do you think the last time the guillotine was used? It was in France. I'll give you a hint.
1812.
Okay, that's a fair guess. That's a really fair guess. Yeah.
What was the answer?
Hamida Djandoubi. You should know that. You should know that name because he was the last person to be killed by guillotine in France. The reason was he kidnapped, tortured, and killed a young French woman. I'd assume rape, but they don't like. They don't say that on the thing, but I'm kind of just assuming with others. So you said, sorry, what? You said 1812? You're a lot off.
Really?
September 10th, 1977 was the last time a guillotine was used. Isn't that crazy?
77?
77.
That's wild.
And
honestly, if I was getting sentenced to death, I would rather it be by guillotine than anything else.
I would rather them do lethal injection because I think you just fall asleep. But sure. But yeah, I don't know. That to me, it's so, when they talk about how barbaric our past was.
Yeah.
Like, I thought your guess would be fair. Even then, I would have thought 1812 seemed like pretty far in the future. Yeah. If you had asked me, I would have said around 1650-ish because maybe 1700, but like way back in medieval times. Like I would have assumed because 1800s, I guess it was still kind of medieval.
No, dude, they were still guillotining people when Henry VIII was king.
When was that? See, I don't know this stuff like you do.
Oh, okay. I don't know exactly when that was, but that was way after 1650.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 1700s.
Okay, see, still even then, though, 1700s would have made sense to me to guillotine someone. 1977, that's after Vietnam ended.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like...
Is it?
What?
Did Vietnam...
69.
Ended in 69. Okay.
Because that was all like the whole like peace and love, hippies and Woodstock ended the war kind of thing. Yeah. But isn't that crazy?
That's pretty wild. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would be honestly, and also I have to say this statistic said the last time in Western world. So I wouldn't be surprised if you went to the Middle East and they were still doing it.
Oh yeah. Hundo. I mean, they're still stoning people over to death over
being
there,
women.
so yeah, for being women.
Well, that's what you get.
Anyway, here's an interesting topic relating to that. What's your feelings on capital punishment? Like, and when I say capital punishment, I mean specifically the death penalty.
I think if you are a serial killer or like it's such a gray area thing where depending what you say, someone will be like for example, abortion in Catholic school, every single term or year, once we were in grade 8, we'd have this huge discussion about abortion, and there's the whole like pro-life, pro-choice movement, and there'd always be this question we would ask the teacher, because they always had the hard line of you can't get an abortion. We'd be like, what if a 12-year-old girl was raped and she had no family, no money, no way, and like blah blah blah, and they'd always just like come back to this like you have to do it because it's the God's will or kind of thing, right? And so I feel like someone will always find these like really intricate situations to skew your words, but I'm in favor of it. Like, I'm sorry, if you are some serial killer, mass rapist, murderer, all that stuff, I think you deserve to just be killed.
And in my opinion, it has to be like a super like substantial thing of like, yeah, like this person is guilty. You know what I mean? Like this person is like super fucking guilty. There's no kind of maybe he might not be. Like I mean, I believe in the justice system, like I really do. When you're judged in front of like a jury of your peers, whatever, like if they truly believe that you're guilty for it and it's a heinous crime like rape or murder, then yeah, I believe you should die. I don't believe you should be wasting like resources in a prison where you're getting fed 3 times a day and you're getting room and board for free. Like, I don't believe that you should be wasting resources being alive when you've been such a shitty person. And like that's a very controversial thing because like I've talked about this in my work actually, and people have been like, well, what, like, why do you think you have the right to like take someone else's life? And it's like, I didn't take someone else's life. When they did that crime, they made that choice.
I agree.
And so for me, it's like, you're nothing. If you think you have the right to like take someone else's life, take someone else's like innocence, virtue, like whatever you want to describe it as, then you deserve to fucking die, and you should do it, because I don't want to pay taxes to like keep you alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's 9 billion or 8 billion people on the planet.
Yeah.
And if you're in the super, super, super small percentage of people that like
murder other people. Yeah.
That's like, again, and there's, you can kill people and I don't think you should get death punishment or penalty, right?
Yes,
it's not like it's just not like, for example.
There is circumstance.
For example, I've had too much sangria and some beers. If I drive down to get some milk for Juliet at the bottom of the hill, hit someone and kill them, you should for sure deserve a punishment, but you shouldn't kill that person. Like, they shouldn't get the death penalty for
I mean, no, I think there's a difference between like manslaughter and like premeditated murder.
That's what I mean, is like again, it's this thing, like I was saying, like you can always paint these situations. So I'm not just saying like if you murder or that, but like there definitely, in my eyes, there's too many people on the planet. If you fuck up really hard and do shitty things, I don't see what's the point in keeping you around. It's I don't know, it's one of those weird things where I think a lot of people just virtue signal, because I'm sorry, like I just feel like if you're put in a situation where someone you truly love so much was just taken from you from like some heinous act, and then you go like, oh yeah, but like someone's like to you, yeah, but they're a person and they got to this place because of something or blah blah. I'd be like, I don't fucking care.
Okay, so here's a thing for me, and this is a really like wild thing to say to like an audience, but for me, if there was like, God fucking forbid, anything like happened where Juliet was hurt or you were hurt to like a substantial point, I wouldn't wait for the justice system. I would go out and like do what needs to be done. Like, and it's a super weird thing because like I didn't think that would be me, but like now as a parent especially, like if anyone ever did anything to Juliet, I would not fucking hesitate. Like, I wouldn't wait for it to go through court. I wouldn't wait for all of that shit. I would go out for fucking blood. Like,
yeah, there better not be any creepers at the park.
without a fucking doubt. Like, I know in my mind, like, I would, like, do whatever needs to be done in that scenario.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I don't have any positive topics, so I'm not going to bring them up because they're all good ones, but they're all like negative, like AI taking over and stuff like that. So I'll save them for another day.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
It's been quite a heavy pod, this pod, huh?
Just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Is the post, it's like the hangover from the Roger pod. It can't be, you can't be that
Can't be all fun and games, guys.
You got to bring it back down to earth a little here, people. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I got rang in the head at soccer so hard. And my favorite thing about it so far has been, so Jamie came up to me and he was asking so just so everyone knows I'm fine. But I literally got full on, just a little Asian dude. He was like 5'8", full on shoulder to my head ran through, and I like spun and was rolling on the ground. Yeah. And I think everyone thought, I don't know why, I never dive. If I go down, it's like, if I go down easy or whatever, it's like I went down. I'm not like, see a guy and I'm like, oh, oops, I fell. And this guy rocked me, and I was all pissed because I felt like my jaw shift and click and all this. And somehow I avoided a concussion. Like even you, everyone's been like, oh, you seem fine. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like I got full on my head.
I think it would have been different if I'd saw it happen.
Well, but yeah, because no one saw it happen.
And you seemed fine after.
Yeah,
so
I was thankfully, like knock on wood. But like everyone's like, you're fine. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like I literally got nailed in the head. Like imagine if I knocked you to the ground so you started spinning and rolling, but it was because I just hit your head. Like I got rocked. And so everyone's like, you're fine. I'm like, no, dudes, like this is, and then you talk to the people with concussions, they all get it. They're like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. So anyhow, I am okay. Thankfully, I ran yesterday and I was fine, but I actually somehow didn't get a concussion from getting rocked in the head. I talked to Dimitri on Monday, the physio, who's his specialty is concussions. And he said it's not about how hard you get hit in the head. It's like a genetics in the sense of like some people just have thicker, like not literal thicker, but like they can take a hit better. But it also depends on how you get hit. Because
you like look at boxing.
Yeah, well, or Jack Kelch, for example, he got hit in the head with a baseball, but it was kind of like someone threw a ball to him, hit his glove a bit.
No, I mean he got pretty fucked up from that too.
Yeah, but
like he had a whole like fucking busted face for a minute. Yeah, he had stitches in his eye. He had like the biggest fucking black eye down the whole of his face.
Oh shit, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh. Like that was literally right before he went to the concert in Seattle. He had like the biggest like busted up face. Right. Like it wasn't just like he got rocked, like he got fucking split open, like
right, yeah, you're right. But yeah, but still,
hard.
Dimitri said he's like sometimes you can just have like the wrong way. So somehow I escaped head injury. I think it's because there's not much going on in my brain.
No, but it's true. Concussion is a very like relative thing. Stop.
Just say your story.
You can you can get concussed from like the most minor things, but you can get like not concussed from super major things as well. Like you see people play like American football and they're not getting concussed all the time, but also like I've been in a situation where like I've hit my head on a table and been concussed.
Well, you getting your head hit on a table, you're probably drunk and you smoked it. And also I'd argue all American football players are concussed.
But not all the time. Like, concussion's a very different thing. Like, do you remember when Joach was concussed at that game at Boulevard?
No.
Do you not remember that? I remember this vividly for some reason. Like, we were sat on the sidelines, like, where we normally sit, up on the little hill there, and Joey got rocked somehow. I don't know if, like, the ball went into his head or, like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but then he went to take a corner kick, and he literally turned to, like, the ref and was like, where am I? he just didn't know where he was. Like, even slightly. And that's when they were like, yeah, you need to get off the field right now. You're super concussed. Like, it's not like oh, I might be concussed. It's like, I don't know where the fuck or who the fuck I am right now.
I disagree with that. I don't think you know what you're saying with that, because I agree you can have a Joach concussion, but I don't think concussion is like, where am I, or you don't have a concussion at all. I think it's...
No, I'm not saying, like... that's you don't have a concussion at all, but like if you have like severe concussion in the moment, then it can really like affect your perception.
Yeah, for sure. Well, one thing I've always felt is the most ironic. So I don't have on-field training for injury protocol. There's an actual what I know about concussions, I've read up on them. And I've watched whole things of like how to diagnose people with concussions, but I don't have like, there's an actual course. Like the guys you see that run out on the field, they're not doctors, they're not paramedics. It's like a specific like profession, how you like
concussion, bruh. Is that what their official name is? Concussion, bruh?
No, but it's not concussions. It's all it's like an on-field diagnosis of how injured someone is.
Yeah.
So there's like physios and stuff, but there's like different ones that go do different things, right? So anyhow, I don't have any of that, but when I do, like, I have knowledge of it out of personal interest versus what I know through my job. And I always laugh because say someone gets rocked, like you said, like, Joach, where am I? The amount, because all soccer players, it's all athletes, I think. Most of them have no fucking clue. They just see what the pros are doing and do it, but they don't know what the pros are doing. So like a guy will tear his hamstring and then you'll see all these guys start stretching his hamstring. But like if you tore your hamstring, the last thing you want to do is stretch the torn muscle, but people see all them doing it. So they like do all this dumb shit. But one of them is a guy gets rocked and he's so clearly dazed. He has that like stare off into the distance, doesn't know where he was, all this stuff. And then they go, are you okay? Do you feel concussed? And the guy goes, no, I'm fine. And I'm like, and everyone's like, there, he's fine. And I always sit there on field, like literally on field. And I'm like, why would you trust the guy that's concussed to tell you that? Yeah. Like, it just makes no sense. No. Oh, this guy doesn't know where he is. Are you okay? Yeah. Oh, well, he's fine then. Like, what? Like, what?
That's why sectioning should be a thing.
Do you want to move into buy and sells, or you got anything you want to...
No, there's nothing I'm going to say this week. I'll think up some good things for next week, though.
Oh, yeah, we haven't even finished the week. We went to a barbecue with Paul, Sarah, Matt.
That was really fucking sick.
Jack and Ola were there.
Also, just saying, those fucking Save On Foods... Plug Save On Foods. You're welcome, Elliot.
Yeah, you're welcome, Elliot.
They had these fucking bacon wrap scallop kebabs that were so good. Juliet even ate them. She like fucking loved them.
I was shocked she likes scallops.
I was shocked. Like, I don't normally like supermarket like scallops, like supermarket seafood. I'm really like particular with my seafood, and like I want it like fresh and like served to me in a certain way. But that Save On bacon wrap scallop was like fucking delicious. I think it was Matt and Paul that cooked most of it. Yeah. But they did a real good job.
I think Paul, Paul bought everything, but I think Paul did Matt was barbecuing for sure.
Matt really killed it in the
Matt's a good
barbecue
barbecuer for sure.
He's the chicken was like still moist. The bacon scallops were like crispy.
That's like Matt's style, dude.
He did really good.
Matt's all the behind the scenes stuff. Like if you go to a party, Matt's the dude that has the food plan. Well, Jack does the food most of the time, but he'll like barbecue and stuff.
Yeah.
He has all the tournaments. So there's a beer pong tournament, a FIFA tournament. Maybe we're doing some like whatever it is. Matt like does all that.
It.
But the thing is, that's why me and him are such good co-captains, because I'm the vocal leader, so I like can stand up and say everything. But Matt does so much of the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
And well, that's why he has the job he has.
Yeah.
Right?
So
He's
it works
like
out perfectly for that.
Yeah, he really killed it on the barbecue.
He did. I'll let him know.
And also, that was just like a really fun time, and that house was incredible.
So that turns out
I've never been to a house like that in my whole fucking life.
Do you know how many bedrooms it was?
No.
8.
That's insane.
I didn't even know you could have 8 bedrooms. Like I thought even the Kardashians, they're like, we built a jumbo mansion with 7.
Just the house in general, like we've been to Zach and Danielle's house, which was like on a similar scale to that, but that house was just a whole another level.
Yeah, well, Zach and Danielle's parents' place, that place was bigger, but it was in Calgary, so it was this weird like this weird thing of like it was bigger because it was in Calgary, where I feel like that was the North Van equivalent.
Oh my god, like for me, if you live in that place, you have to be a like bajillionaire.
I think if you live in that place, you rent it to, or you let your friends live. All right. And then we move on from a good barbecue party to Sunday. Justin and Sam came over.
Sunday was really fun.
It was very fun. What are you doing over there?
Sorry, just sending a text.
Sorry, Dee's just texting her cool Instagram friends.
Oh, my friends that I have. I was actually just texting Sam, who we're about to talk about right now. So my coworker Justin has a little girl that's the same age as Juliet, like 3 months older. I think she just turned 2, and Juliet turns 2 in
3 months.
3 months, so that would make her 3 months older.
Yep.
But the 2 girls, when they get together, are so freaking cute.
They are, yeah.
And so these are like some parents that we've made friends with, but that are also on the same vibe as us as parents, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't think that I was gonna meet like a lot of parents in North Van that were on the same like level as us. And when I say level as us, I just mean like, and again, I'm very selective with my friends, but like someone who like we can share the same humor, we like do the same kind of stuff like outside of like work and parenthood and stuff, so we can just like connect. And I think we find that, but we did because they're really good, but also like our kids together are the cutest thing I've ever seen in my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
Like I swear down, like watching them interact is just like so fucking fun, and we all just like stand around the kiddie pool like watching them play, and we're like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I
really
just gotta
nice.
say, I want to give a shout out to one of the unofficial sponsors of the podcast, Little Kitty Baby Pools with Fountains. Yeah, that's the name. Try it. Do you have a little baby? Do you have kids? Are you hot? Is it the summer? Try Little Kitty Baby Fountain Pools. But I have to say, the kiddie pool, is so
prime.
good.
Yeah,
like,
it's really
just,
good.
On those hot days,
Yeah,
it's so hot, and you just put your feet in, and it's so nice. Yeah. I think on Sunday gonna take a dip and sit in it.
Yeah,
but
it's actually really, really refreshing. And also it's just so nice for the babies in the summer. They're loving it.
But yeah, it was fun. Justin's a soccer player, so it's
I knew you guys would get on from like the offset, which is why I introduced us in the first place.
Yeah, it's just easier when you play soccer. That's really all it comes down to.
Well, you're both big soccer fans, and I was like, you're gonna have a ton to talk about. And we have a baby that's the same age. And Sam is really fucking cool too. So I'm like, perfect. Ace, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was our. I mean, I'd say more about it, but I feel like it's just like we just had a good time.
It's uninteresting if you're not
if
parents.
you're not part of if you're not part of it, it wasn't that interesting, but it was a really good time.
Yeah.
My only regret of it was I bought those burgers, and the burgers me and Justin had from Save On were massive.
Yeah.
Did you see them?
Yeah, they were big
They
fat
were
burgers.
huge. Also, this reminds me. We have to have Joey and Sierra to my mom's place so we can cook a burger for Joey.
Why don't we do that on Sunday?
Because I'm going to be hungover. Maybe we'll do it Sunday. We'll see. But we'll do it sooner than later. What?
Why are you going to be hungover on Sunday?
Because we're going to... Oh, right. We're going to Adam's.
Yeah, we're going to a 4-year-old's birthday party. You think you're going to get that lit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Juliet's was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Okay, well, Neve, stop texting people. We're doing a podcast.
I have friends.
This just shows you.
I do have friends.
Whoa. Play that back. I do have friends. Do have friends. Well, you heard it here first. Turns out Neve doesn't have any friends. She has many friends.
Multiple friends.
Okay, well,
multiples
good.
More than 2.
Yeah, that's like... because
at least 3.
Turns out talking to voicemail isn't a person.
What?
Oh.
Okay, roll it back. I have 1 friend.
3. Okay, I think we should buy and sell.
Yeah, let's do buy and sells.
This is taking a turn for the worse after the sangria went down.
Dude, that sangria was strong too.
I know, I can taste it. It's not the flavor of it, but in my mouth, you know when you drink a ton of tequila? It has that flavor, that feeling in your mouth.
Okay, so you know that jug? We've drank that whole jug. There was 1.5 bottles of wine in there, plus like a shit ton of fucking cognac.
It feels like it. And definitely, the cognac is the thing making my mouth dry right now.
Probably.
Or maybe, is the wine? I don't know. I'll have a beer to smooth that out.
That'll help.
Actually, you know what? I think we should keep going now that we're hammered. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. This is the pad was supposed to end, but now you guys get some little extra free time here. Woo! Let's go, baby.
You know what's so funny is that we don't admit, but we get like pretty hammered every time we do a pod.
Actually, I say that every time.
The funny thing is we never remember what we did last pod, and then people come up to us and are like, "Oh, you said this," and I'm like, "Did we?" Like, me no.
That's one thing I think is hilarious. Thinking of anyone that has a famous podcast is it must be hilarious the amount of people that come up to you and say something. And you're literally sitting there like, what? Like,
did I?
Like, yeah, I don't know. Even things like, I don't listen to, okay, so to me, a podcast is an ongoing thing. So I wouldn't recommend to anyone to listen to our first podcast. If they said, where should I listen to your podcast? I'd be like, just listen to the newest one and keep going forward. If you really are like wanting to get the vibe for it or something, sure, like go back and listen to some. And I have a list of the ones that apparently were the most listened to, but I don't really view in that. And I'm not even talking about our podcast. I just mean in general, like there is certain podcasts. So like I'll talk about Hardcore History with Dan Carlin. Highly recommend those podcasts. They're amazing, but they're like 6 hours per podcast.
6 hours?
But they're not like this. They're like he talks about the Spartans in Greece for 6 hours and the history of them.
Who has time to listen to 6 hours of podcast?
I mean, I've listened to like so
just
many.
write a book, dude.
Anyhow, they like those ones are like you can listen to them whenever because they're a history podcast or they're like teaching you something.
Yeah.
Whereas the style of ours and a lot of them is
we just chat shit.
You're just talking shit. So like it's really current events, even though we're not talking like literal like Donald Trump did this today. Everything we're talking about is based on like what's going on around us right now in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to go back, you can listen to our old ones and they might be relevant and good. But I just feel like the whole idea of it is like you listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
to listen to the next one. Like, as soon as you listen to that one, it's
You're trying to get your news from us, guys. We get it. It's okay.
Yeah, anyhow. I just... Yeah.
Button cells?
Oh, so we are ending it then. I thought we were getting a little hammered on here, so we're going to keep going.
I've been hammered for the last,
let me talk about some of my topics
we've been
here
doing this.
that I have some stuff, but they're not...
I don't want to do deep stuff right now, though. I want to do, light and airy-fairy stuff. Like, give me some fluff. I don't want fucking deep shit right now. Give me a little bit of fluff. Fluff it up, Derek. No fluff? Zero fluff?
Shush, I'm trying to figure this out.
I'm trying to be present on air, Derek.
No, you're not. You're trying to be a dick.
Fluff, fluff, fluff. Give me some fluff.
I had a bold statement. Okay.
Do you have a bold statement?
Well, it became a topic, but I'm going to make a bold statement. I don't think you should be allowed to camp on Lonsdale.
I would concur.
And I don't know if you heard, there's the Ma woman or I don't know if they're a man or a woman, to be honest.
Ma woman?
There's like the North Van, like municipal representative had a bomb or an improvised explosive or something go off. This was like a week and a half ago. Do you hear about this?
What?
You didn't know about this?
No, I didn't know about this.
Do you know where the urgent care center is on Esplanade?
Yeah.
So there's also someone named Ma. It's like Jack Ma or Susie Ma or something. They're our MLA for North Van. Okay.
What's the MLA?
Member of Legislative Assembly. So like they're like our like local representative that eventually goes into Parliament. Okay. Okay. They just represent North Van as like the person voted in.
Sure.
And they have said that they don't want homeless people here, and they are going to combat that.
Right.
And so...
And then they set a bomb off.
Well, you know there's a lot of homeless people here, right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot. Like, if you go down... Yeah. Like, if you know down by Black Kettle...
Dude, I drive every day to Marine for work. I see all the homeless people
you know Black
there.
Kettle, just next to it on the waterfront, that's like a encampment.
Fell there, yeah.
So they've said but Fell area, that's because there's an SRO there. But there's actual like tent city going up.
Yeah. No, I'm aware.
Okay, so this mall person has just come out and said North Van won't tolerate homelessness on the North Shore, like camping around in random places, and in my opinion, basically harassing people. I agree with it. And then they're not calling it a bomb. I don't know. I consider anything that blows up a door a bomb. But they are calling it like they're saying like someone tried to blow up the door and there was like an explosion. But it wasn't big enough to blow the door off, but it was on her thing. It
was more like a rather than a boom.
Yeah,
okay.
sure. But regardless, it trashed the door and like it was all disfigured. And I knew about this because Marisol, urgent care nurse, she was like telling me all about it because it's the same door. Like, you know, the door into urgent care, that's also the door to get into this mall person. So they tried to blow that door up. And it's just one of those things you're like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck is that? That's happening here.
Dude, I think we just need to fucking get out of the city.
Yeah, of course you'd say that. You've wanted to get out of the city since you arrived here.
Yeah, fair.
So my bold statement of the week just basically goes back to that. I don't think you should be allowed to be an encamped homeless person on the side of 12th and Lonsdale. And if you're
they know it was a homeless person that tried to blow up the door, though?
Well, the only thing this mall person's running against is the homeless being on North Shore. So... whoever it was, either someone tried to do something just heinous or it's someone that's not very happy about all that. And I'd also argue that a homeless person would try and make an explosive device that's shitty and doesn't work. Yeah. They're like, I started doing it and then I did a lot of crack and this is what I got.
Babe.
Yeah.
You tried.
So that's my bold statement of the week. It's not very bold. It's
my bold statement of the week
you have
is
one.
Cities suck. Cities suck. Cities suck.
Well, you're going to live in a city. I'm not leaving the city, so.
I know. I know. So I'm here for stays, but cities suck.
Why? Being in the middle of nowhere sucks.
No, but there's an in between. There's not like you're either in the city or you're in the middle of nowhere. There's like in between towns that are smaller in population but equally as good and have like resources.
I mean, if my whole life wasn't here in terms of friends and family, I wouldn't be. I'm not.
I know.
I'm not so hooked
and that's,
to Vancouver.
but no. And that's the thing. Like, don't. When I say like I don't like cities, like I'm not disregarding like the connection that you have here. Is just like fuck cities in general. But like,
I do agree with that.
the people that we have here, the life that we have here, I wouldn't want to move away from at all. But when I say cities suck as a generalization, like cities do suck.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
No, I
like
agree,
it's not like a being like.
Well, the things I hate about the things
tomorrow.
well, I think you would move tomorrow. But the things I don't like about, I do agree with you. Like the things I don't like about Vancouver are the city things, because like you said, like I like North Van. I don't like Vancouver.
No, but
yeah, I know.
But that's the same thing that I mean, because like at the end of the day, don't forget that like I moved away from like all of my friends and family, and I don't want to have to do that again. Like I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
And believe me when I say that, but it would also like be a lot easier to move to somewhere else, but at the same time, like I don't want to have to leave like friends and family again. Like we have friends and family here, and I don't want to leave that.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I also think. Okay, I have a question. This is one thing it's kind of started to piss me off.
Okay.
The amount of foreign people, and I include you in this when I say foreign people, that come here and say they're like, it's so hard to make friends here and people don't want to make friends. Because, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
And this is your parents.
Yeah.
How many new friends have they had in the last decade? That they bring everywhere and come to barbecues?
In the last decade?
It's already
a few, not really many.
And how many of them are foreigners that come from a foreign land? Doesn't matter where.
Like next to nothing.
Yeah. So I don't buy into this thing, because I had someone in and they were ranting to me. They didn't know I was from here. They just assumed, because I guess I'm not really fully aware of this, but apparently to be actually born and raised in North Van is like super rare now.
Yeah.
And they were ranting, saying everyone here is so unfriendly. No one wants to make new friends. They don't invite you to do stuff. And I just listen. And you've said that. So many people have said that. It's not just you. But I just think it's a crock of shit that people say when they come here. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if you hear it all over, because I know you're even doing a face now. But this is their thing. They're like, yeah, I don't know anyone here. I met someone once at a bar and we had a good conversation, and I gave them my number, and they're like talking to hang out, right? And turns out they'd rather just hang out with the people they've known their whole life and do the things they do. And I'm kind of like, yeah. And it's not a fuck you. It's a like, people like the people they've known. And like, for example, Justin and Sam, I really like them. Yeah. I'm down to become friends with them. Yeah. So, like, what does that mean? I've literally...
That's the same on, like, when you're saying that, it's along the same lines of, like, you have been friends with your friends since you were in high school.
Right.
So, you don't...
No, I've been friends with most of them since elementary school.
Exactly.
Right.
But, like, exactly, like, that's the point. Like, for me personally, I'm not friends with anybody that I knew in school at all.
Right.
At all. Because, like, I'm such a different person from when I knew them in school. We didn't grow together. We grew apart. And we lived different lifestyles. And throughout the stages in my life, like, I've made different friends. So I'm very used to, like, making friends on the spot and, like, becoming very close and, like, intertwining our lives. But people in Vancouver are like, no, these are my high school friends that I've known forever, and I'm going to stay being friends with them, even though we have nothing in common, and I'm going to just choose them over everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, and like, I get.
See, I just disagree with that.
I know, and I know, and I know you will, because you're from here, but Vancouver people, and I'm not the only one that thinks this, and I know it upsets a lot of, like, Canadian people when I say this, but Vancouver people, like, they have their crew and they stick to it, and they don't really, like, venture outside of that.
So if that's what you're saying, sure. I'm not going to say that we don't, but I don't get to this idea of, I highly, highly doubt. Like, for example, when we went to England, the people in London were so unfriendly. They wouldn't even say hi to you.
No, true.
So how could you possibly sit there and be like, oh, these people in Vancouver, they're so unfriendly. Like, London, you literally couldn't even talk to people there. So again,
no. But I hear what you're saying, but hear me. We're there as tourists in London, right?
Right.
But when I came to Vancouver, I was living, working, doing everything else that a Vancouver person was doing, and they just didn't want to know me.
What are you
like,
talking
it's different
about?
if you're a tourist.
When I met you, you would literally hang out every single day with Chris. What was the little Mexican one or Spanish one? Jenny. I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot Jenny's name. Peruvian. Jenny, Sabrina. You were always at the bar. You always were doing things with people. So like, I don't get what you're.
No. Wait. Let's take a step back here. Jenny is Peruvian.
Okay, sure. That was my bad.
She's not from Vancouver.
Okay.
Benita.
Yeah.
One of my other best friends that I made here.
Canadian,
not from Vancouver.
Okay.
Like, Lucy, a really good friend that I made here, was from England.
Right.
Like,
but no one here's from Vancouver, according to you.
JC, who I was really good friends with, was from Calgary. Vancouver people stick in their fucking ways. Like, and when I'm saying Vancouver, I mean
you're
like
all,
suburbs
but yeah,
Vancouver
but that's what
too.
You're all not from here. So
we made friends because we were not from here.
Yeah.
Because the people that were from here didn't want to be our friends.
I disagree with that. I think I just think
I get you disagree with that, but it's
I moved to Kitimat. People didn't want to be my friends there at all. And I tried so hard. No one wanted to be my friend there. Like, I literally had like scraps of people wanting to hang out with me.
Well, maybe it's a BC thing then.
See, I just say that's a convenient answer, and then I'd assume if you went to Calgary and felt that way, you'd be like, it's a Western Canada thing.
I went to Calgary for fucking all of 6 hours maybe, as I was driving through to Edmonton, and I stopped and I like slept in my car and I like went to a gas station. The people that came up to me and like spoke to me in Calgary, more than I've ever experienced in Vancouver.
I don't believe you. I think that this is the classic.
And
people complain about the rain as they live in the most expensive city and complain about it, but it seems to be part of it is complaining.
But you think that because you're from here. You think this is the best fucking place ever in the world because you're from here.
No, okay.
And Vancouverites have that thing of like being like, yeah, Vancouver's the best. Yeah, it's because you were fucking born and raised here, and everyone comes here and tells you Vancouver's the best.
Okay, I think it's the best. I love it here, but I can acknowledge it's not the best in the world. It's just like, I love it here. But this is what I'm saying is it's this thing of like, people come here, from all over, and they say it's so awesome here and stay here and want to live here, but just shit on it. I'm like, okay, this just seems, but it's also a symptom of this place is people seem to just be here and be like, oh, things suck, and you're like,
or maybe people come here and meet people that they want to stay with no matter what, and then just accept that this is where they're gonna have to stay. if they want to be with those people.
I just think that
but I can still all I'm saying
is I think that this idea of Vancouver is this super unfriendly city is
It
just
is.
okay. Sure. I disagree with that. I think you can go.
You can't make a judgment when you haven't been an outsider to the city, though.
Okay, but I've been to a different place and I've been judged very hardly by the people there. I just would I would assume more what's hard is rerouting your whole life and meeting new people that you don't have any history with. Just like when you're in grade 2 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, and then you go to a new high school, it's really hard to become part of the it crew when you don't know anyone versus the people that are. So it's like the same difference.
Which is very true. But I think the people in the place make it easier or they don't. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
like if you were to have moved to England, you would have found it a lot easier to fit in than if you had been in England and moved to Vancouver.
Me.
Just like
You
as
think
a general,
I don't know. I don't think I would do very well in England.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I think
you
no.
would do. You've been to England with my family, met my family. They are all obsessed with you.
Your family, yeah, but I think that I don't think your family.
My family, my friends are obsessed with you. They love you. Are you kidding me?
I don't think I'm not
People
talking
are
about
more
your. No, I'm
embracive.
not.
People have like a real fucking wall up in Vancouver.
I just
They pretend that they want to be friends with you to your face, and then like don't fucking like ghost you. That's like a Vancouver thing.
I think we should. I just disagree fully, and I think it's a very convenient thing people say as they live here and don't want to leave.
I think we're just gonna have to
we will.
to disagree on the
we will.
pod.
But I just have to bring. I do think that's a thing, and I know you're gonna disagree with me.
Yeah.
But I think people come here from all over the world and talk smack
and stay in their own fucking communities because it's easier than integrating into what Vancouver's already built itself to be.
I'm just gonna picture England for a second.
Yeah.
When you're in England, is there just full? What do you call like an area like Richmond? I don't want not.
We don't because everyone's integrated.
London not at all. London's
integrated, dude.
London has so many segregated areas. They're not segregated like you have to live there, but they're segregated like you go to.
Not Vancouver,
boroughs.
babe.
Is it a borough? Is that what you call them?
Oh yeah, there's boroughs to London.
There's full boroughs that are just like a whole bunch of Pakistani people, a whole bunch of Indian people, a whole bunch of all over the world. 100%.
Not to the level Vancouver is.
What?
It's
London,
not even slightly.
London is the size of Canada.
Derek, I'm telling you, not even slightly. Not even slightly.
I just think you're just. I just disagree with that. No, I
know, but like you haven't experienced it, so you don't actually.
So
know.
when you go to London,
yeah,
I'm not even referring to England, just London. Like you must just have like large swaths of communities that are full Indian.
No.
Are you sure about that? What about Pakistani?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Am I sure about that? Like I don't know my own country where I lived for like fucking 20 years of my life?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? No, but that's the thing is like you come to Vancouver and you know Richmond is Asian people. You know the North Van is like Greek and Persian people. And like you have that segregation. We don't have that in England. Everyone is intertwined with each other because people come there and they intertwine and they accept into the community and they like mingle with each other. You don't have that here because you don't fucking accept other people that aren't your people. So fuck you, Canada.
This is that okay.
Sorry, this is the most intense the podcast has ever
super
been.
Intense. All I gotta say is I feel like that response there is maybe why we shouldn't be so accepting of people. But I just disagree.
That was a little bit intense.
No, but I'm not taking a shot at England. I love England. England is my number 3. I do love America.
But I think you have a misconception of what it is because of where you are. I think you think that everywhere is like Vancouver and it's not. It's not. You haven't been anywhere else in terms of like big city like fucking London, Toronto even. Toronto's way more like immersed than Vancouver is.
I think
Vancouver has all
I don't
these
think
separate...
you know what you're talking about.
Well,
If
like,
you go
if
anywhere, I think
cool.
if you go all over the world, you will always just run into like, oh, like, you know how Lonsdale has all the Persian community? Mm-hmm. You're just gonna run into that all over the world.
No,
Everyone segregates where they want. Okay.
You're
your
so
mom, your
wrong
mom's
in
gonna
that.
listen to this, and she can.
And my mom will tell you,
this.
I'm like, you're really incorrect in saying that. I'm just saying to you right now, like, you, like, in Vancouver, it's a very real thing, or people are very segregated from, like, their immigration status. It's not like that in any other corner of the world.
I just think that's super wrong.
Right.
We're just gonna have to disagree.
You can think what you think, but like,
too.
I'm like, that's just not how it is.
I just think.
Okay, where else have you been that's a thing? Give me
literally everywhere in the world.
Give me one example.
Okay.
Give me one example of a place that you have been that other people are as segregated as they are in Vancouver. Give me one example.
Okay. If you go to...
Let me think. It doesn't exist, bruh. Doesn't exist.
No, let me think here.
No, it doesn't. You can think all you want, but you're not going to find a fucking answer. I'm telling you, it doesn't exist. People are super segregated here into their own fucking communities. And it's a really fucking weird way of living. And I'm just saying.
Are you sure you want to stick by that? Because I'm
no,
like
100% sure.
Okay,
100%
I'm not
sure.
I can't think of it right now, but they like okay, like you go to New York. New York. You go to New York.
Okay.
New York has like their Italian community. They have their Irish community. They have their Mexican, like they have all their little communities. Like that's literally everywhere. You have Little Italy, or Chinatown. Chinatown
Every place has a Chinatown, but it doesn't mean the people are as separated as they are here. You go to Richmond, you have fucking like Chinese writing on every fucking thing. You go to Surrey, it's a very like East Indian community. Like you don't have that in England. Everyone is intermingled. Everyone is fucking DEI Central, bruh. Like,
no,
you don't even know what you're
gosh.
fucking saying.
Oh my gosh. I think we should stop this because I think we're just disagreeing, but I just think you're so wrong.
Okay, we're just getting rowdy now.
Yeah, let's go to buy and sell.
Slash me is getting rowdy.
Let's get to the buy and sell.
Okay, sure.
I said mine was Roger beat on the podcast, and yours was Julia bit you.
Can't believe she bit me.
I'm gonna go with my buy or sell of the week. Oh, my buy. I'm gonna buy.
Yeah.
2-year like little baby birthday parties because babies. I like you.
Babies are cool.
I was stressed by it.
Yeah.
I had just planned I just kind of didn't give a fuck and was like, just stick with Juliet, you'll be fine. Not that I want to stay with you, but like I was like, as long as you're around Juliet, you don't have to like do anything.
Yeah.
But I have to say it was pretty fun. Like I had a fun time. Like
I had a really fun time. Yeah.
This is one thing I'll say to everyone that doesn't have a kid. Have a kid. Like it's really fun, and I know it's super. I don't think it's hypocritical, but like it's just a flip of stance from where I was.
Yeah.
Now that I have
100%.
But like when you have your kid, like I get the idea of like I actually didn't like any other kid that was there other than Sean's kid. Like I liked Lee. Lee was cute, and her and Juliet were playing together, so that's cool. But like, and Emma's.
You're not a kid person though, and that's fine.
Yeah, like I'm not like sitting there like, oh, look at all the cute little kids. But when you have your kid, it's so cute to see them doing all that stuff. Yeah,
and making friends as well. Like, just seeing your kid interact with another kid is. It's just cool. It's cool. It's cool seeing, for me, I don't know about you, but it's cool seeing, like, this little person that you created is then like forming their own friendships, and that's like really cool to see.
Well, that's what stresses me out the most, or one of the things is I want her to have friends.
Yeah.
Not because like we'll always be her friend and be there for her, but like we're her parents. It's different than like,
it's a different relationship.
So like and then I think of all the joy my friends have brought me.
Yeah.
So I just hope she has good friends.
Yeah.
And then you see her because like outside of little kickers, and then like she's hung out with some kids, but I haven't seen her like at a party or anything.
Yeah.
And she goes to daycare, so you know she's does
a
it.
social
but
girl
you see her with
too,
other kids, you're
yeah.
like, okay, she's not just like the little like in the corner freaking out
No.
kid. She's like part of it.
She's she's super social. She's super like extroverted.
Yeah,
I feel
so
like.
my buy of the week was the baby birthday.
Okay, my buy of the week was the Sunday.
Yeah.
With her and Gala hanging out. Because they were just they're so fun together. I think like just watching her and Gala loves her and she loves Gala, and like it's really nice because we also like hanging out with her parents. So for me it's like, because like there's a very like 90% chance that we're not going to have another kid, so it's like for her to have that relationship with another kid is like really nice to see.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted. I'm torn, but I think I'm probably gonna try and no, never mind.
Okay.
I don't want to say that
Okay.
yet. I can't say that. I can't say that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my buy of the week, is just like seeing them together and hanging out. I think is a really, really sweet thing to see.
Yeah, and it's funny too seeing Gala versus Et, just their personalities.
They're different personalities.
Like they're just different.
Yeah.
It's not like bad or good. It's just like they're just different. Like like things that Gala did versus Juliet, where you're like Juliet would just go do that, Gala wouldn't. But then opposite, like something she'd do, Juliet'd be all afraid
and then,
of.
But then we were also like teaching them to share, because I feel like Juliet's gonna be like, as an only child, she's gonna be a little bit of an attention whore, and I can say that as an only child. Like,
yeah. Well, the thing
only
I realized,
children are a little bit attention whore.
Well, the thing
so
that's
she wanted
the
it.
problem with it is when your kid's alone and they ask for stuff, you just say yes, because why wouldn't you? Like, you're not like, oh, you have to share that with Nuo, and it's like I don't know, a toy,
no, it's
right? So you just don't say no. So then all of a sudden there's another kid, and they're used, like Juliet comes up and like takes a book out of my hand that's her book. I don't care because it's a dumb little book. But then all of a sudden she takes that same book from Gala, and Gala cries, and you're like, oh, this is right. That's right. Juliet's not used to being told like, no, you can't just take things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird because you do understand all of a sudden like why a kid is a bit of a shit or whatever.
Yeah. But that's why I think it's so nice to like have those kind of friends too, because it was the same. So, you know, Steph that came here, that was like my Stephanie.
Oh yeah.
Steph and Brad that came over here. So that was like my same version of that, because like I was an only child. She was also an only child, but like our parents were besties. So we kind of got to like learn how to adapt through each other. I mean, she was 4 years older than me. She was kind of the boss, but you learn to like adapt and like learn people through that, and I think that's super important. But also you don't have to have another child to do that.
Yeah, that's what I've said the whole time.
Peace and love.
Peace, love. All right, well, that was another heated episode of
that was a bit
So
of
You
a
Think You
cray-cray
Can Buy.
one.
So You Think You Can Dance. Tune in next week where Derek and Eve take on the salsa. La 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 la, sing.
La la da 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 da.
La.
What about Twinkle Twinkle?
Twinkle twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world,
Hi.
like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, How I wonder what you are.